Good morning. Welcome for today's morning meditation, April the 22nd. Always it's good to start our meditation by paying respect so that we open the heart, we align, we connect with the higher energies. What we pay respect to, the heart opens to, and this is the energy which can come in. So we can all pay respect in our own way. A Buddhist, a Christian, whoever can pay respect in their own way. If we have no spiritual tradition, we can pay respect to all that is holy in the universe. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Buddhang Dhammang Sanghang Saranang Gacchami. We close the eyes, we open the heart. And we bring our attention to the body. We bring our attention to the present, being aware of all the sensations of the body, being aware of the contact of the body as we sit on the chair or on the floor, the contact of the arms, the hands as they rest on the legs, whatever other sensations we feel around the body, just being aware and letting go. Being aware of the posture with the back comfortably straight. And we can visualize ourselves. Where we send our attention, we send our mental energy. So by visualizing our own body, we're sending our attention, our energy back to our own body. We bring our attention to the breathing. We can focus our attention at the nose, where we feel the sensation of the breath as it passes the nostril, just keeping our attention at that one point at the gateway of the breath. Or we can be aware of the rise and fall of the abdomen, as the lower abdomen rises on the in-breath, falls on the out-breath. So we decide where we prefer to keep our attention, and we keep the attention there. We keep our attention with the breathing. We keep our attention with the body. We don't send our attention, we don't send our energy outside the body. And we keep our attention with the present. We don't dig up the past. We don't worry about the future. Just being aware of this present moment as it arises, as it passes away. In our meditation practice, we develop peace and we develop wisdom. We develop peace through wisdom and wisdom through peace. To develop peace, we keep our mind only in the present. If we send the mind to the past, maybe anger, sadness comes up in the mind. If we send the mind to the future, anxiety. So to keep the mind at peace, we keep our attention only in the present. The wisdom we develop in our meditation practice is the wisdom to know our own reality, to know our own heart. And this we can see only in the present. So to develop peace, to develop wisdom, we keep our attention only with the present, being aware of the breathing in, being aware of the breathing out, being aware of the body, being aware of the mind, being aware of all that contacts the mind from outside, from inside, and letting it go. Being aware of all that contacts the mind through the 5 bodily senses, being aware of all that forms in the mind itself, the thoughts, the feelings, the states of mind. We simply observe, we let them go. We don't react, we don't get entangled. We stay with the knowing nature of the mind. We don't send the mind out to what the mind knows. Keeping our attention centered with the breathing, we don't try to control or force the breathing. We don't try to control or force the mind. Simply being aware and letting go. If we take interest in what forms in the mind, either with like or with dislike, then we pour our mental energy into this mental process. We pump it up, we make it bigger and bigger. But just being aware and letting go, the heart stays clear and open. We train the mind in mindfulness. Mindfulness means to know, to be aware what is contacting the mind, what is forming in the mind right now. And we train the mind to have the wisdom to let it go. Keeping our attention centered with the breathing, we patiently train our mindfulness, watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware and letting go. Whenever we find the mind running to past, running to future, dreaming and drifting, we simply bring our attention back to the breathing, back to the present, always with patience. On our spiritual journey, the shortcut way is through patience. We bring our attention back to the breathing again and again and again. In time, the mindfulness becomes more refined, sharper and sharper. The attention stays longer and longer with the breathing, with the present. We train the mind to have the wisdom to let go by always observing the impermanent nature of all that contacts the mind, all that forms in the mind. Being aware of the impermanent nature of this body itself. This body composed of earth, water, wind and fire, solids, liquids, gases, heat. We borrow these elements from the world for a time to form this body, and while we have this body, these components are always changing, always being replaced. The body heat, the fire element, is generated and dissipated from moment to moment to moment. The wind element, the breath, comes into the body for the duration of one breath, and it's gone. Impermanent. The liquids in the body stay in the body for a period of days, all become replaced. The blood, the lymph, the saliva, all replaced in a matter of days. The solid parts change more slowly, but over time they all change, all replaced. Even the bones, over a period of years, all become replaced. So we borrow these elements from the world to form this body, and while we have this body, these elements are always changing, always being replaced. And sometime we must give it all back. The time must come. We must give this body back to the world. Earth to earth, water to water, wind to wind, fire to fire. We must give it all back. Nothing remains to call me or mine. Being aware of these sensations from this body, these sensations through the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, the bodily sensations, impermanent moments of sensation from an impermanent body. As we sit in meditation, we can be aware of these sensations as moments. When we hear a sound, a moment of sound, a moment of ear contact, arising and passing away. As we breathe in, we can be aware of many, many moments of sensation at the nose or at the abdomen, arising and passing away. As we breathe out, we can be aware of many moments of sensation arising and passing away. When we have some other bodily sensation, we can be aware of this sensation not as a continuous sensation, but as many moments. Many moments as they appear, as they pass away. Being aware of the mental events, the thoughts, the feelings, the states of mind. They appear and they pass away. The thoughts appear like bubbles in the mind. We see them, we observe them. We don't react. They simply arise and disappear. If we react to them, we create many more. We create many more of these bubbles in the mind. The feelings, the states of mind, all impermanent. The states of mind like the clouds in the sky. Sometimes we look at the sky, all we see are clouds. In time the clouds pass away, leaving the sky clear and open. Same with the heart. Sometimes we can't see our own heart. It's full of whatever state of mind. But we observe, we let go. All these states of mind pass away. leaving the heart clear and open, leaving the heart at peace. So we train the mind to always observe this impermanent nature, the impermanent nature of the body, the impermanent nature of the sensations from the body, the impermanent nature of the mental events. And when the mind sees at a deep, deep level in meditation this impermanent nature, the mind can see, this is not me, this is not mine. The heart can let go, the heart lets go by itself. And in letting go, we find the real happiness. The happiness of peace, the happiness of freedom. Freedom from our own mental disturbance. As we simply observe the mind, watching, letting go, we stop to throw this heart in all directions with desires. We stop to squeeze, burn the heart with anger, anxiety. The heart finds its normal, natural state of inner peace, inner happiness. Whenever we have aversion, we squeeze our heart. If we have aversion to the past, anger, we have aversion to the future, anxiety, we squeeze our own heart. And when we squeeze the heart, we block our own inner energies. As we block our inner energies, the energies become hot and uncomfortable. But just watching over the mind, watching over the heart, being aware and letting go, the heart can open, the energies can flow. And we find the normal state of mind is simply peace, is simply happiness, joy, contentment. The normal state of the mind, the heart, is what we call the four Brahma Vihara, the four divine states of mind. Kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity. We call these the four Brahma Vihara. The Brahmas are the high heavenly beings. Vihara means dwelling, abode. So the high heavenly beings, they dwell, they abide in kindness. They abide in compassion. They abide in joy. They abide in equanimity. So we call these the divine states of mind. Actually, they are the four normal states of mind. It's how the heart should be all the time. It's the dwelling, the abode of the pure heart. We can enter this abode through the door of kindness. We can enter through the door of compassion, through the door of joy, through the door of equanimity. In meditation, we enter through the door of equanimity, just watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware and letting go. The heart becomes more clean, more clear. The heart becomes more free, free of our own mental disturbance. The heart can open wider and wider. So just by watching the breathing, watching the mind, the heart becomes more and more at peace. And as we keep our attention with the breathing, we don't scatter our attention, we don't scatter our energy in all directions. The mental energies stay with the body where they increase. The mental energies become more and more unified. The heart becomes more unified. And as the heart becomes more unified, the heart becomes more energized. As the heart becomes more energized, the heart becomes more stable, more steady, more secure. If we send the mind to the past, to the future, we disturb the heart. We may have anger to the past, anxiety towards the future. Anger, anxiety burn the heart. They make the heart hot. This inner energy is always cooling. So as the heart becomes more energized, the heart becomes more cool, more steady, more secure. We breathe in air, oxygen into our lungs, into our chakras. We breathe in the prana, the life force energy, the light force energy of the universe. And as the heart is flooded with this life force energy, we become more alive, more alert, more awake. And as the heart is flooded with this light force energy, the heart becomes brighter and brighter. In the early stage of our practice, we may not yet see this inner light, this inner brightness, but usually we will feel it. We feel a sense of lightness, refinement of the body, of the mind. And it shows in the eyes, it shows in the face. The brightness, the clearness of the eyes comes from the brightness, the clearness of the heart. As we watch over the breathing, watch over the mind, being aware and letting go, the heart becomes more energized. The energy field of the heart expands, becomes wider and wider. Our area of consciousness expands. And as the heart becomes brighter and brighter, we raise our consciousness higher and higher. The heart is the seat, the base for the consciousness. And when we make the heart very clear, very clean, very spacious, very refined, we get a nice, comfortable seat for the consciousness. And as the heart becomes brighter and brighter, we raise our consciousness higher and higher. So by watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware and letting go, the heart becomes more at peace. The heart becomes more energized. The heart becomes more powerful. The heart becomes more strong, more steady, more stable. The heart becomes more still, still but overflowing, overflowing with happiness, overflowing with peace, overflowing with joy. we find a wellspring at the heart, a wellspring of cool, clear, fresh life force energy, light force energy. And as we watch over the heart, being aware and letting go, the heart becomes more energized. The wellspring at the heart becomes a fountain. And when the heart becomes a fountain, we always feel we are overflowing from within. Our inner cup is overflowing. Overflowing with happiness, overflowing with peace, overflowing with joy. And this energy overflowing from the heart we can share with the world around us. We breathe in, focusing our attention at the heart chakra, and we wish happiness for ourselves. As we breathe in, the heart becomes more and more energized. We can visualize the heart filling with light. And as we breathe out, we let the heart overflow, wishing happiness for all beings. We can visualize the light of the heart flowing in all directions, above, below, all around. So breathing in, we energize the heart. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow. Breathing in, we wish happiness for ourselves. Breathing out, we wish happiness for all beings. Breathing in, we fill the heart with light. Breathing out, the light flows from the heart in all directions, above, below, all around. As we breathe in this life force energy, light force energy, we wash, we clear, we clean our own heart. And as we radiate this energy to the world around us, we uplift the world around us. As we do this practice, the energy field of the heart becomes wider and wider. The heart becomes more open. The heart becomes brighter and brighter, more cool, more at peace. And as the heart becomes brighter and brighter, we raise our consciousness higher and higher. So very simple practice, but great benefit. Great benefit here and now, and great benefit in the future. Because what we give to the universe will give us back. This energy of peace which we radiate from the heart is what will come back to us. And as we radiate this energy of peace from the heart, we help greatly in bringing peace to the world around us. And we can be happy with ourselves, the four Brahma Vihara, the four divine states of mind: kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity. We can have joy with ourselves. We can be joyful with ourselves, that we start our day in the best way. We establish our mindfulness. We develop our wisdom. We clear the heart, we clean the heart, we energize the heart, we raise our consciousness. and we share this energy of peace with the world around us, so we can rejoice with ourselves that we start our day in the best way. We rise, we shine. And now we can observe our heart chakra. How does it feel? Does it feel more open, more refined, more at peace? Whatever way the heart feels, we observe it, we let it go. We bring our attention to the body, being aware of the sensations of the body, being aware of the body posture. We can visualize ourselves as we sit here. We bring the right hand to the heart chakra. The left hand joins the right hand, palms together. And now the heart is very strong, very bright. And with this strong, bright heart, we make the intention to continue with our spiritual practice, which means to avoid doing evil, to do good, and to purify the heart. We bring the hands to the forehead in gratitude, respect. Back down to the legs. We open the eyes and we keep the heart open. Looking for my glasses. Never mind. So I thank you for joining me in this morning meditation, and I wish you a great day, a great weekend. May all blessings come to you.